Hi everyone, I wanted to thank you for your very positive comments. Slipgate X on my last video said, looking at 1056 makes me picture what the canyons would have looked like underwater. The lattice structures being large coral reefs. Very awesome. Here's to hoping they add things like this. I hope Hello Games does add as alien terrain, as diverse terrain as we can get. But that comment really got me thinking and imagining a water world with these massive lattice structures and even islands as coral reefs. And guess what? Thank you for your comment and your inspiration, because this world was so captivating. I've been exploring this. How long? Let me look at a clock. I've been exploring this world for about 4 hours. And in the daytime, it's quite charming. The water looks pink. And we have these lattice structures again that lend themselves so well to coral reefs. They look amazing. And so what I focused on was I was trying to get lattice structure, coral reefs. I also wanted some mountains and caves. And I sort of succeeded, sort of kind of. You never know what you're going to get exactly in the No Man's Sky engine. But this world was so amazing. I hope you guys think so as well. So during the daytime, we have these almost aqua green skies. Underwater is pink. It's quite charming. Oh, wait till you see at nighttime. This is one of the creepiest planets at night that I've experienced. Now, maybe not for you. And I noticed looking at the comments on my videos, some people hate the work I'm doing. For instance, the last video with the, a lot more lattice structures in the mountains. I did a kind of a comparison. Tall mountains and canyons without weirdness, without alien weirdness, lattice structures. And it was amazing. Most people thought it was cool, but a lot of people also thought it was just stupid. I think one commenter said, who cares? It just looks like holes in the mountains. Okay. Well, thanks a lot. I spent hours, getting that planet that way. But, so it's all good. It's all subjective, isn't it? Like, look at this. To me, this is just astounding. And isn't it amazing the light engine now? Because now, as the sun's setting, the Pepto-Bismol pink water has become reddish orange, almost fire colored. Just astounding. And I love looming silhouettes. I love silhouettes. And so I don't know, I just got through watching that movie, that Stephen King movie. It was made for television, but it's excellent. The Mist. Well, there's a scene in there where the giants are in the mist, the giant creatures walking, all you see is their silhouette basically. And that's inspiring to me. It's just so creepy. And so here we have, the sun setting. It's nightfall, actually. And as you can see, we're starting to take on a completely different vibe. And when we surface and look at the environment and the weather, it's weird. You'll see that night is creepy here. It really is. And I just love the underwater sounds. It's very, I don't know, it really reminded me of Subnautica. Not the planet itself, but just being underwater and swimming around and exploring reminded me of Subnautica. Another excellent game. It's literally like No Man's Sky, except underwater, isn't it? Subnautica is an excellent game. But, here we are. Okay, so it's kind of clear, but when you see the fog, and also meteors were hitting every 10 seconds here. I don't know if they do in the video, but I don't know, just creepy. And then some of the flora, the underwater plants are swaying with their tentacles coming up out of the water, and it just looks so creepy, especially in the fog. So, anyways, but we'll take a look here. Not too creepy right here, but you'll see what I mean. Just beautiful. The new reflections on the water, really they really killed it with water. There used to be a guy on was it Twitter? At the Hello Games Twitter, and he'd always say, fix clouds. That's all he'd ever say. And I thought it was so funny. And man, did they go gangbusters on water and clouds, didn't they? They really improved both of them dramatically. And I'm so happy. I cannot wait for Worlds 2. Can you imagine? What are we going to get, guys? Worlds 2 and Worlds 3. I'll tell you what I wish for. There's only one wish. I mean, No Man's Sky is so good. It's just that I've followed No Man's Sky since the very beginning. And we were supposed to get the super formula that's supposed to make everything procedural. So every planet is literally different from one another. We never got that. I tell you what, Sean Murray, if you're listening, I tell you what, man, go ahead and give us that super formula, and I would, oh my gosh, I don't know, I'd make a contribution of $29.99 to Hello Games. But isn't this beautiful? It's just so beautiful. I have to have diversity in my environments. I have to, if I'm underwater, I want it to look, I just want it to look like as diverse as it can be, you know? And so this does it for me, man. I mean, I know some of you guys might look at this and for whatever reason think, blah, who cares? Not me. This is just so amazing. And you'll see here, like, there was some diversity in the environment. The way my settings came out. This is, look at this. Just that look. Oh, I love the multi-tier, the multi-layers in the terrain, especially underwater. I'm so grateful for that comment that inspired me to make this world. But yeah, look at these reflections. Just beautiful. Beautiful. I just can't wait to see what they do in Worlds 2 and 3. I'll probably have to change up everything. Every time they... That's why I stopped my Chimera testing of the engine a couple years ago, is because they started changing stuff and my results varied and it wasn't that great. And I don't know. I just kind of lost interest. And it didn't matter anyways because there was only so far you could push it. And I don't know. The lighting, you know, the lighting engine, I don't know, textures, the tessellation and everything. It just didn't do it for me. But the new graphics and the new not mechanics, just the new features that we have in Worlds 1 really just got me back into No Man's Sky, and I've been so happy being back in No Man's Sky. To be honest with you, I was going to make a Star Citizen video today because my past 4 videos have been have been No Man's Sky. But I jumped into Star Citizen and it crashed. I couldn't load in 3 times. It's PTU though, you know. I mean, PTU. I couldn't get into it, and when I finally did, it was just I couldn't load my ship, and everything was crashing. Stuff was blowing up. My ship. Anyways, long story short, I said, okay, it's not going to work out to play Star Citizen today. So I worked on this world, and I'm so happy I did. Just look at this. Just look. Oh. The engine is capable of so much, guys. The No Man's Sky engine has so much potential that has never truly been tapped into. You know, we see a glimmer of it in, you know, there've been several updates that, you know, kind of affected the world and everything. But I think, me personally, I think that the one that had the most aesthetic effect on planets is Worlds Part 1. And if they continue this trend, I'm just going to stay in it, and I'm going to keep modding it, and doing my testing to get the coolest terrain I can. Terrain is everything to me, guys. Terrain is what keeps me on a planet, you know. And whether it be subterranean, subnautical, or just, you know, just your everyday Terra on the surface of a planet. But just beautiful. Stay here all day. I tell you what, I can't pick a home. I have so many worlds now saved with all my crazy settings everywhere. Big old spreadsheet with all my settings. And I can't pick a home. I've decided that I am a wanderer. I'm an explorer, a vagabond, and I'm not picking a home. All I do is travel. That's all I do. I see a planet like this. This one's creepy though. I wouldn't want to live there. And by the way, I didn't record it, but like when the weather comes through, you get those massive like tidal waves and stuff here, like where the The water is extremely turbulent. Very cool. But you just wouldn't want to settle down here. Maybe you guys would. Isn't it beautiful? I love this. I wonder if I can go through here. What? Am I too fat? Come on, Sean. Give me a slimmer avatar, slimmer character. Look at the diversity, though. Man. It's like you go down, you'll see in a minute, at another point in the world, it was less lattice and more, I wouldn't say huge mountains. They're mountains. They're not huge. And then they're caves. So you had it all. You had these coral reefs, and then you had, mountains and caves, underwater caves. And it was really, really amazing. Turned out super cool. The only thing that I thought was so weird to me is how daytime is charming here, but nighttime is just a freak show and a half. I mean, it's like, this is a very creepy world at night. I don't know if it comes across with YouTube's lovely compression, but it's a really creepy world at night. But the new lighting engine's amazing. The new effects with the ambient occlusion and reflections, and I just love the world's update. See, here's a different point on the planet, and so you have underwater caves in addition to the coral reefs. Is this thing gonna blow me out of the water? No. Let's see. Can we see any mountains? I mean, but you see these structures, how they're different here, and this part of the world, they're different. And that was just so cool to have that diversity, Coral reefs and underwater mountains. See how weird? And I love those when they have those caves kind of carved into the mountains. We'll climb up here. Seeing the ringed planets through the water. Seeing them ripple looks really neat. And see how it feels like there's multi tiers. Like this is sort of the shallows, and the terrain's pretty tame, pretty normal. But down below is all your underwater caves and mountains and coral reefs. So amazing. I think that's why I loved Elden Ring so much. And I know I'm digressing here, but Elden Ring, especially in that new update, the Shadow of the Erdtree, the DLC, the verticality is insane. You have multi-levels and tiers for the environments. And that's what I love about doing this testing with the Voxel engine, is that you can achieve that. And that just proves that these type of worlds can be much more common in the game. And I don't know the reason why Hello Games doesn't give us some extreme alien environments. Hopefully these purple stars that we're about to get, or that's the rumor mill, sorry if that's a spoiler, but hopefully that will give us some extreme worlds. But look at this. See now you see there's actually parts of this planet that are there's so much of this, so much of these I don't know what they're called, spewing up vapor out of the ground. There's so many of them that for miles it's just fog produced by these, whatever the heck they are, these thermal vents or whatever, because this is actually a hazardous planet, I don't know, but I forget anyways, it's a radioactive planet. But yeah, so I don't know, can you kind of tell how creepy it is? It's creepy, okay? It's creepy. And also nighttime has different colors. There's a deep green sky that comes too. Not like the aqua sky that you saw in the daytime. It's different. It's a deep green. And then with this, kind of vomit yellow mist with that green. It's creepy. It's creepy. Look at these. Look at the reflections. Hello Games is doing such a good job with this game. Can you believe that the ratings just went up? I'm on PC, of course. The ratings shot up to 92, 95% very positive reviews post Worlds Update Part 1. That's wonderful. I mean, the game's like, what, 8 years old? And the reviews are climbing now? That's incredible. Yeah, here's some of that green sky I was telling you about. And then when you pan down, then you see, you go from this weird green sky to this, I don't know, it's kind of this, I don't know, throw up colored yellow mist. Ugh. I love it. I mean, I love it. I love creepy. I do. But, I don't know. The contrast is what freaks me out about this planet. The contrast during the day. Hello, look how charming I am. Do you love my aqua skies, my sunshine, and my and my Pepto-Bismol pink water? Then at night it's like all of a sudden you cue the organ with the creepy music. Just look at this. But you notice here, like, I mean, there's so much diversity in the terrain underwater. I mean, this is totally different, than the coral lattice, terrain. And then we had, sort of hills and stuff, okay, and caves. And then you have completely different style caves and these type of lumps of terrain. And it's just so much diversity on this planet. Like I say, I spent hours here. Just beautiful. I'll tell you what, I think that's pretty much all I have to say. I think I talked too much. I usually try to just kind of introduce you guys to the planet, let you know what I did, if there's anything special, to comment, on the planet with my Chimera testing, and then I like to just click off and let you enjoy the sights and sounds of No Man's Sky. And I probably should have done that 5 minutes ago on this. So I think I'm going to do it now. I'm going to go ahead and click off and let you enjoy the sights and sounds of No Man's Sky with my Chimera world. And thank you again for the suggestions. Please leave comments. If you leave comments, I read every single comment. I try to reply to as many as I can, and I will be inspired. And if you leave a comment like for instance with this, hey, that lattice structure might be really cool as coral reefs. Yes, it is, and that was a wonderful suggestion. So please leave comments. I'll read them. And see, look at this, even different, very different mountainous structures here. And if it's something that I can achieve with my Chimera testing, I'll give it a go. And you never know, a lot of times I start experimenting, expecting it to turn out one way, and it completely turns out a different way. And it's still super cool. I mean, sometimes you have happy accidents when you're modding. And especially with a procedural engine like No Man's Sky has. Look at this. Very different. So much diversity here. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me, guys. We'll see you next time.